up at 5 in the morning. I wake up to 5 for my yearnings. Fear in my mind is a warning. Pray to the one you're relying. I've been wandering all day, trying to be fine, but I don't get. Knowing in my mind what I'm thinking. Trying to get by, but I'm burning.
Collar combo look good too.
It's gonna take a lot more motherfucking white folks to take a nigga like you. Bitch, I'm riding with this KBD, Diamond, Bird Field, and my motherfucking niggas up there, bitch.
Golf cart gang. We in St. Petersburg. It's nice turnout out here. It's starting to get chilly though. Feeling like I'm back in Cleveland or something. No, it's a cool turnout though. Something to do. MLK weekend in Florida was great. Saturday, the show. Yesterday, there was a couple other car shows riding through the streets, seeing everybody stunt. Was up at we went to Sonic's. We was downtown at the BP gas station. Chicago definitely did their thing though. I gotta say that. Like, they was outside. Literally, like, that was a true definition of making a statement and being outside, man. Like, them dudes turned up for Chicago. They was the show. When it came to the streets, they was everywhere to be. They was hitting the gas. It was superchargers and pro chargers and turbos everywhere. 24s and up. I think no, the El Camino had 22s, but they did their thing though, man. But up here in St. Pete, MLK, it's jumping up here though. Nice turnout, as y'all can see. Turn this camera around. A little bit everywhere. Martin Luther King and 18th. The MLK everywhere. Most of the time they be in the ghetto. But that's where we from. been out here for like an hour.
Oh, okay.
I just text you too.
Yeah, this is my phone in the
Oh
truck,
yeah,
dog.
I literally just was like, "Where you at?"
Damn, boy, it's the end of nothing.
Right. Nah, it's cool though. It's cool.
Driving, bro.
Yeah.
Where you going at?
Right here.
Right, oh, okay.
Right. Hey, look, I was acting like I was at home. I went through some alleys, some back streets. I just got to turn and I was almost about to go through somebody's backyard.
Down that way.
Man, listen, I made my way. The police had the street blocked up in the cut. I'm like, man, I'm getting through here some type of way. For real. I just seen Ace too. Ace just went through. Yeah. concludes our MLK weekend. So we went to Miami. We was in Fort Lauderdale. Ended up in Tampa.
Yeah.
We kicked it the whole weekend, man. So
Good weekend,
that stuff was cool. Chicago came, killed it, man.
Kick their butts.
Argue with your mama, man. I'm talking about every which way. What's the name? Big Lou, Kill 'Em All Customs. He won for sure, fair and square.
Yep.
They need to get that man his chain or get him a bigger one to make up for what happened. Playboy Jeezy, he won. And he went up there and he's talked this talk and he was dead right. I feel Moneybags was coming from too. Everybody, all of them, they was all in the right. And they told the whole, basically, you know how you come to a car show with whoever repping in that city, normally you be following them from gas station to gas station, lot to lot or whatever. Everybody was following Chicago.
Yep.
Wherever they was going, that's where everybody was at.
Yep.
So, I mean, ain't nothing else to be said. Some of them was there from Thursday. Some of them was there since Tuesday. So they was there literally almost a week.
And the Florida boys was not outside.
No.
They was not outside.
No, twos and fews here and there. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like the main ones that you were supposed to be seeing with them and hospitality or whatever the case may be, they wasn't there. But it still was a good weekend. I definitely was following them everywhere they went. That stuff was dope. Donuts, all you heard was superchargers, pro chargers, and turbos the whole weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Big lips peeling out, rubber getting burnt, music getting played, and they was having their way, man. That's all I can say.
Yep.
Somebody just posted and said Miami. That was funny. That was funny, but they did their thing, man. Respectfully, you know what I'm saying? So it's only one way to do that is get your get back. And shoot, now y'all got to come up their way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm from the Midwest for sure. But you got to go see Chicago. Y'all got to go to them now, man. Y'all got to make that right because it wasn't right. And everything that they talked about, even if it was some backdoor action or whatever, some backline talk. I was walking around the car show, and even in after the car show, we was in parking lots and just kicking it, man. You heard all type of people talking, complaining, saying that they ain't get in. They spent money on cars to get in. But I know with Top 5, they had to do what they had to do, and it got packed out when it got packed out. So some of y'all should have came earlier, respectful to them. But at the end of the day, it was a lot of people feeling some type of way about how the show went. And that's not 100%, Top 5 fault, but it's just at the end of the day, man, a lot of people spent a lot of money, Airbnbs to come down here and kick it or whatever, and it just ain't go like that. So regardless of it, if it hit the internet, at least it hit the internet by those who were truly involved, like the dudes that had cars and the top-notch cars at that. Mm-hmm. But they were a representation and a voice for all those who was already feeling some type of way. Like I say, I was just walking through crowds, people I don't know, I'm just walking past and I was hearing people talk, you know what I'm saying, about all types of stuff, cars, everything. So it was like somebody had to say something, and who not better than them? I mean, who better than them? I mean, being Chicago said it first, you know what I'm saying? No matter what y'all talked about in person, that stuff, they were still in the right to say what they said, and a lot of other thousands of people felt the same way. So it is what it is on that, but at least it got cleared up. Big Lou need a chain. He needs that chain. If not that chain, he need a bigger one to be compensated for him getting cheated. Period. And that's just the bottom line of that. And shout out to Playboy Jeezy for coming through, doing what he said. He said he was coming through Record Shop on the box side, and he came through and he did that. He really did that. He really did that. That's all I can say. Then he went on the stage. He was talking crazy. He was talking crazy, man, and I was loving every minute of it. That stuff was raw, man. So shout out to Chicago. Shout out to the Midwest. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kill 'Em All, Playboy Jeezy, and all their respective clubs. If they got a club or shops, show and go, all that. Like, they did their thing, man. They really did their thing. So that's the end of that, man. Concluding our weekend, about to go to this airport. Like I said, we in Tampa. It's like 50 degrees here. We got jackets on now, but I don't want to go back home.
Oh, boy.
Freaking negatives and fives and single digits. Nobody want to go back to that.
Nope.
But we going back to that, and that's what it is. At least we got to, kick it for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Get up out that weather. And we left right on time. And then hopefully when we get back, it start getting a little better or something. But man, shout out. We gone.
Peace.
Legend.